no worries. Hey, Codie, hi.
Hey, mate. Good, thanks.
I just wonder if I could start asking you about the Blues. Obviously, on a bit of a hot streak at the moment. They seem to have really found their form. What have you seen from watching them that makes them quite dangerous? Do you think?
They're going pretty good. They've obviously got big men. They've got a real identity in the way they play now. You see the set piece is a big part of their game. And they've got a lot of fire in the back line, so I think they've combined those two. They play a really good territory game and apply a lot of pressure on D, so they've got a good wee recipe for success there, and it will be a tough old battle this Friday.
In saying that their recipe for success hasn't generally included winning in Christchurch. They haven't won there since 2004. Is that a real source of pride for you guys, that home record that you have against them? And is it discussed much in the group in the lead up to these games?
Not in particular. I think we're aware of that, obviously, and so are they. It's probably a huge amount of energy for them to sort of focus on, or at least use. But for us, it's just about playing the Blues. Every time we play them, it's a bloody tough game. And I suppose in the past we've had success, but these weeks are the ones that you remember, and it's going to be, like I said, a tough physical game.
Is it a good thing for the game that this rivalry seems to be getting back to what it was, back before you were playing for the Crusaders, back in those early days of Super Rugby, that Crusaders-Blues rivalry, Auckland-Canterbury? Is it a good thing on the whole for the game, for that rivalry to be strong again?
Yeah, it is. I think the last couple of years, there's some good rivalries in all the teams. This Aotearoa competition, you know every player, and I suppose the Blues in the past year may have not been as successful, but like I said earlier, they've got great coaching staff, great players. They've always had that, and I think they've combined the two to be a pretty dangerous opponent. So, yeah.
Just lastly from me, Codie, what have you guys talked about in the wake of that Hurricanes game? Obviously a very close one that you guys got over the line in, but what have you talked about as your key work-ons and key areas of improvement ahead of the Blues?
I think looking back at that game, there was a couple opportunities that we probably missed. Hurricanes threw everything at us, and it came down to the wire. But it's just little things, like decision making under pressure, discipline, all those sort of things. You win those little moments, it goes a long way into either scoring points or applying a lot of pressure on the other team. So I think those are the areas that we can sharpen up on this week. And if we don't, then we'll probably pay for it. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Codie. Good luck.
Cheers, mate.
Well, Codie. Hey, what Dunshea, Quinton Strange. What do you got? Young Zach Gallagher and a new target for you in the line. He's come off the bench a couple of games. What have you made of him so far?
He's a big man. I sort of look at him as one of those big Aussie locks. He's a bit of a specimen on the field, and he goes hard. He's that annoying guy when he's not in the team that you're training against, because he's bloody physical and he rips into everything. But I'm really impressed with the way he's come into the group. He's been floating around for the last couple of years and just sort of done his apprenticeship now, and now he gets the opportunity to go out there and probably play one of the biggest games of his career. So I'm really excited for him to get the opportunity, and I think he'll go well.
What's your assessment of the line as a whole? I think the two games before last week, I think it was 6 or 7, failed with Crusaders throw, and maybe 1 or 2 probably last week. What's been your assessment of the line out the last few weeks?
Yeah, we're probably just some individual stuff there on my account, as well as some other stuff around in the line out, but yeah, it's not Crusader standard for sure, and it's something that we've got to address. And I think we sort of looked at that this week and last week, and we're building nicely. So yeah, we know that part of the game. It really helps us. So.
Has part of that been the fact you are having changes a lot the last few weeks due to injuries?
Potentially. I think with our looking sort of reserves. You know, every one of them is bloody good player, and they pride themselves in that area, as most Knox do. But yeah, I suppose you could look at it like that. But yeah, we've just got to be better, to be honest.
A lot of talking about the role in the last couple of weeks, though. Codie, you've scored plenty of tries off it yourself over the years. What do you make of it? I mean, do you love it?
Yeah, it's it's a great way to get your stats up with the tries, but no, I think it's a really interesting part of the game. It's tough, you know, unless you've been in there, you don't really know what it's like. So it's a great way to apply pressure to the other team. You know, you see the Blues, they do it really well. They probably scored the more tries out of anyone at the moment. So it's an area that we'll have to shut down. But yeah, I guess some people aren't too happy with it from what I've read, but that's right.
How much do you guys obviously was at Lions final in 2018 stands out? For you know, you are currently the Crusaders conceding the line out drive, and the Blues are going to do it. I mean, just how much do you guys pride yourself on not letting teams get the ascendancy there?
Oh, it's a big part of our game. The Blues are aware of it. Romano's up there. He pretty much drove it when he was down here, so there's no doubt in my mind that they'll have something up their sleeve that they'll want to throw at us, and it's about us just being better and expecting everything. You know, we've seen with the other games that we've played this year, teams are also aware of it, and they probably tried to attack elsewhere. So, yeah, it's just about growing our game around that area and trying to stay out of our 22 would be nice as well.
Luke Romano running into Orange Theory Stadium in blue. How odd is that?
I'm stoked for him. You know, he's got an opportunity and he's playing some good footy with the Blues. You know, he's sort of battled away down here. We know what he can do on the field. He's a physical man. So, you know, from a personal point of view, I'm just stoked he's getting to play footy. But it's going to be interesting going against him. I'm sure there'll be plenty of banter.
Just lastly for me, Codie, last New Zealand game, the last 3 years, you know, something close down with such a heavy diet of New Zealand games. How good is it with this? How much are you looking forward to after this match, sort of mixing it up and getting into those Aussie games for a change?
Yeah, it has been tough with these NZ games, but we get over to Aussie next week, and that'll be a different challenge. You know, some of those teams are playing some pretty good footy too, and it'll be good to see where we're at as a team. You know, we measure ourselves against these other New Zealand teams every week at the moment, so getting over there and rolling into some of those games would be quite interesting, and it'd be quite nice to get to Aussie. It's going to be quite strange, actually.
Just last questions from you, Nick.
Yeah, fair bit covered there, Chantal. G'day, Codie. I just wanted to check, have you ever been involved in a Crusaders that's lost to the Blues?
Last
one was 2014, so...
Yeah, no, I was part of the squad. Yeah, but I wasn't on the field, so... Yeah, I think I was at the game. I was in the stands.
It's an unblemished record after 100-odd Super Rugby appearances. I mean, what is it about that game in particular that you think brings out the best in your squad?
I suppose the rivalry there. It's the awareness of how good they can be and how deep you have to go to get over them. You know, like I said, they haven't had great success, but we can't expect that just to happen. We have to take it and earn it, and I suppose that's what we've done in the last few years, and it's something we'll be trying to do on Friday.